What am I saying?
Yes, it does.
I'm Pamela.
I'm Jerry.
And this is our Yes It Does segment of Life-ism.
Yes, it is.
We ran the furthest that we've run on the trail today. And we have run the most miles that we've done since last year in this past week. And we're going to give you an update on that.
Before we start,
Yep.
someone ran on a bum ankle today.
Yeah, I did. I still ran 13 miles on it today, and now I don't want to walk on it. Yeah.
Yeah, what she just pointed.
So, because it's Boston Marathon weekend spectacular, we thought in honor of that, this weekend we would run enough distance that would span a marathon, which is exactly what we did.
Marathon is 26.2 miles for those of you that don't know the distance.
So we ran 6 miles Friday night, a little over 7 miles yesterday, which was Saturday, and today we ran over 13 miles.
And I'm not good with the maths, but if you add them up, I believe that comes to at least 26 miles.
Yep. So we are happy with that. Well, 26.2 to be exact.
Yeah, to be exact. And we managed to get a 6-mile run in on Monday.
Total for this week is 32.7 miles with 4,700 feet of elevation gain. I feel good about that.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. We still got a long way to go to get to 2,000 miles.
We do,
Yeah.
but...
So there's the Yes It Does. And now on to the next part of our show. It's our Life-ism, but we can't tell you what it's about because it'll give away my stupid little gag at the beginning.
I think, though, if they read the title, they would probably know.
We're not going to title, oh yeah.
The next part is about ticks.
Yeah, because somebody likes getting bit by ticks. Well, he doesn't like it, he just seems to be good at it.
So enjoy that, and if you have any questions or comments, you can comment below. You can message us, you know, the whole spiel.
The whole
thing.
deal.
Like, subscribe, hit bell icon to get notified, and all that cool stuff. So enjoy the video. All right.
Okay.
Let's get back to just not doing anything.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
Where is she? Come on, hurry up.
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Sheesh. I didn't know we were in such a hurry.
Yeah. We're in a hurry to talk about ticks.
Oh.
Oh, see, it was a pun.
Oh. You think you're funny, huh?
I'm pretty funny, yeah.
But not ticks on a watch. Actual ticks that you get out in nature. You know, creepy crawlies. Creepy crawlies are gross.
Yeah, ew.
Yeah, I know.
Ew.
And ticks are quite important to talk about because when you're out in nature, it's gonna happen. You're gonna encounter ticks. So we're gonna talk about what to look for and how to get rid of those pesky ticks if you have one.
Now, again, disclaimer. We're not medical professionals. We're not tickologists. Or anything like that.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, I just made it up.
This is just from what we've read online, from going to the doctors with a tick, and from our own experience with ticks.
It appears as if I am a tick magnet.
Don't you mean chick magnet?
Well, you can be both.
So number 1, remember that when you're out in nature, you can pick up a tick from anything that's out there. On days that it's raining, just make sure if you're in a tree-covered area, you wear a buff, you know, to cover your head. Or a hat, because they'll fall in the raindrops from the trees above. So, you know, just make sure, don't think that if it's raining, no bugs are out.
Oh, by the way, because we're talking about ticks, I got an itch here and I got an itch here. It's like there's ticks everywhere on me now. I just know it.
Number 2, when you get done with a run or a hike or a frolic,
if you will,
anything like that, is make sure you check your clothes for ticks. Because if you rubbed up against something, they could be on your clothes. Really good way to do that, and I found it online last year, is to get a lint roller. and roll over your clothes as well as your skin.
And your socks and your shoes.
Your socks, your shoes. This is a really handy way to pick up any ticks that haven't latched. It's cheap, easy, carry it in your bag. The other thing too is if you're going to get in your car after you've been out there, if you don't have a lint roller on you, it might be a good idea to at least change the clothes you had on. He went running somewhere. Then he got in the car right afterwards and the tick stayed on the seat because they can live up to 2 to 3 days.
Without blood or
without feeding. So what had happened was it was on the seat. So when he got in the car the next day with shorts on, it attached to the back of his legs. You might just want to change out of your gear before you get in your car to go home. Or put a seat cover on. We have a seat cover. You can definitely do that as well. Princess is scaling the cabinets right now. Look, she's like, you caught me. I'm totally busted here. The Princess, this is very serious.
Yeah, we're talking about ticks here. You could get ticks too, you know.
We veered.
Yeah, we did. So the next thing, after you've checked yourself a million times and you think you've got no ticks, but then suddenly you find a tick has attached itself to you, what do you do next?
Step 3.
Step 3.
Panic and run around screaming.
Ah!
Okay, no, that's not what you do.
That didn't really
seem to help. First of all, assess it. Take a look. You can usually tell how long they've been on you just by how red it is in the area. So you're going to want to check to see, is it swollen with blood and is it moving? So if a tick hasn't fed yet and there's no blood in it, that's awesome. Mm-hmm. And that takes about 24 hours.
It's 24 hours. So you can have a tick in you for up to 24 hours and chances are it's not going to transmit Lyme's disease, if it even has it.
But you still want to remove it.
Yeah, but you still got to be real careful.
And remove it safely. How
do you do that?
Well, with this. This is a tick pooler. You can get these on Amazon. I don't know, like $4 or something. They're really handy to always have with you. We have them in our packs when we run.
Here's the one thing I know from finding a tick in you. The first thing you're going to want to do is go like, oh my God, get it out of there. Do not do that, because if you do that, you detach the head from the body. You get the body, the head's still in there, and now it's really, really difficult to get out.
So what you'll do is you'll take this tick puller, and it has a little V in it, and all you do is you shimmy the tick's body into this little V, and it'll go all the way down to the tip. Once you have it, you press down on the skin, and then you twirl this tick puller. And what it'll do is it'll spin the tick and its head so that it will release from you. And I know from doing it to both ticks that he had, you will feel it when it detaches, because it will make the tiniest little pop feeling. Like it'll just like a really tiny pop because it detached.
But it has to be a gentle twisting. Don't just go.
No, don't do it fast. I do it very slowly and I try to keep it as still as I can. And then once you pull the tick out, the tick will be jammed in the tick puller. Then what I like to do is take a tissue or a napkin or a paper towel or whatever, stick it in here and pull the tick out in the paper towel. Do not throw it in your garbage can. What I recommend is taking it, balling it up as tightly as you can, flushing it down the toilet. If you're weirded out about flushing things down the toilet, because I know I'm weirded out about flushing bugs down the toilet, you can get a Ziploc bag out, put it in the Ziploc bag in the paper towel, zip it up, and throw it in an outside garbage can.
Now, the other thing is if you're worried that it's been there for longer than 24 hours, don't do any of that. Keep it in a Ziploc bag or a plastic bag, because you may have to take it to the doctors so that they can ascertain whether it is a deer tick, and then I don't know if they do tests on it to make sure if it has Lyme disease or not.
They can. Another thing to remember is deer ticks are the ones that carry Lyme's disease. We'll put a link in the description to the tick puller on Amazon. So I would definitely just recommend getting a couple of these. They're handy. And they work on pets too.
Use this when you're done.
Yep.
Change your clothes. Wash them The washing doesn't get them, but if you dry the clothes afterwards,
in the dryer,
the heat will kill them.
Yep.
And just, 2 or 3 days after you've been in the woods, just keep checking yourself, because they can't live for longer than that without feeding. So even if you did bring one home, it's probably going to be dead by 2 or 3 days.
And thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.